This is going to be the wildest Star Wars painting that I've ever made. So here's all of the different elements that are going to be included in this painting, starting with planet Mustafar. Mustafar is basically a fire-themed planet, but the details can be a bit more intricate than that. It has these like dark and light spots, which I think would still show through if it was really far away. I'm going to use some newspaper to try and bring that out. That's looking pretty sick. Let's use the black to put a dark side on Mustafar, pun intended. Next we have planet Kashyyyk, or Kaishak. I don't know. This planet is kind of like Earth, so I'm going to start with a couple shades of green. Scrumple up the weekly, and then just smooth that over there to texture it out. The land masses on Kashyyyk are like really random, so I'm just going to tear them out of some cards. Dark side's going to be on this side, so I'm going to start with some indigo around here. We'll fade some blue magic into that, and then some of this light Bermuda blue around this side. Now all these guys can come off. Okay, nice. Let's get some white down on here. Dib 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 on a dish sponge. Now we add in our weather systems, which I'm assuming Kashyyyk has. Please tell me I'm right. When you add in these, you kind of want to like dab and like dry brush at the same time. Trust me. Okay, let's get a shadow around here on this guy. Now these are dry, we can add our first portrait. And I don't care who you are. If you don't know who this is, then shame. Shock black, stealth grey, anthracite, gravel grey, roof grey, wall grey, marble, dark brown, hot chocolate, and a little makeup for the skin color. Now with all of this covered, I can get to work on the sky. Gonna add a few reds in here around Mustafar and some blues up around Kashyyyk. But I also need to transition that into some browny and sandy kind of colors. You'll see why in a second. Now with a little of the old sticky, we can flick a few stars on here, and this is already starting to come to life. Now the airbrush will give me the finer details in that sky. And a few little clouds here sets us up nicely for the next element. The client told me I could use anything I wanted from the Galactic Fleet, so I chose this one because its shape is the best for this design. We want this ship just coming through the clouds now. This is all looking pretty sweet, so now we can start attacking the foreground. Let's get some brown on here, scoop it on up, and start adding in some background mountains here. I used a lighter color. I'm just going to fade those out a little. A few more little clouds, and I want some much bigger, bolder peaks in front of those with a few little extra details, of course. Fade those out. Get some desert looking bushes in there. Now we've darkened down the foreground, we are ready for the biggest portrait in this piece. Now we already know that clone troopers are much cooler than stormtroopers, but these desert style ones, they're gonna slap. I've designed these guys into 10 layers, starting with this anthracite grey, shock black, concrete, roof grey, palish brown, cacao brown, wall grey, little marble white, just to make them pop off. Finally, we're gonna blast a little desert mist around to blend these guys into our scene. Squiggle, mad, diggle. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a 5 boom reveal coming up. Boom, 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 boom. You've already seen that. And boom. Yeah, boy. So it would be criminal to not make prints of this, because I guarantee you ain't never seen Star Wars art like this before. But more importantly, what shall I paint next?